Good morning to one and all. Today I would like to start the lesson The Listeners. It is written by Walter de la Mare. Okay, what do you find? This is a bungalow in a wood. Okay, when you come here, you may find eerie, full of silence. There is a moonlight, lot of fear. Okay, so these are all frightening sights. Definitely, it comes to your mind that there is a ghost in the haunted house. Okay, so today we are going to start the lesson, The Listeners. It is written by Walter de la Mare. Introduction of this lesson. The Listeners is written by Walter de la Mare. His writings have an eerie, fantastic quality, which serves as a means of entry into a world of deeper reality. This poem remains one of the most famous pieces of writing, and it reflects the author's fascination with the mystery and supernatural. Okay, the poet in the poem has created a beautiful scene of full of mystery and fear. So the listeners is a stanza long poem with 36 lines. In this poem, an unnamed figure, the traveler, knocks on the door of a house in the moonlight and asks if there is anybody inside. He visited a house in the jungle. The house was lonely and deserted. It was a haunted house. Ghosts lived in it. The traveler got down from his horse and knocked at its door again and again. He repeatedly shouted for some time and got no answer. The poet creates an atmosphere of silence, fear, and suspense. Okay. The traveler again knocks forcefully and repeats his question. Is there anybody there? No one comes down from the house to meet him. No one even leans out of the window. The still of which is covered with leaves to look at him. No one responded to the knocking by the traveler. No one came downstairs. Inside the house is a group of phantoms. Phantoms means ghosts. These phantom listeners stand in the moonlight as they listen to the human voice coming from outside. The knocks and shouts of the travelers were heard by the ghosts who lived in. Okay, the poem opens with the question, is there anybody there? The opening line introduces poet's main character, set the scene and poses question that is the central to the mystery of the story. The subject of the poem is the traveler. He has come on a horse back from some unknown location into the scene of the poem and suddenly makes his presence by knocking on the door of the house and asking if anyone is there. The ghostly beings crowded around the staircase onto which moonlight streaks as the quiet atmosphere in the empty house is disturbed by the sound of traveler's lonely voice. The traveler speaks from the world of men and the phantoms from the supernatural world. Okay. Here the poet presents a contrast between the world of phantoms and the world of man. Here the horse did not mind. It went on eating the grass under the starred sky and leafy trees. The listeners do not make any motion in response to this. The ghosts in the haunted house made no movement at all. The traveler's words reverberates, okay, echoing through the dark, empty house, coming from the only living person around. Here is an atmosphere of awe and mystery. He shouted out to the listeners to note that he visited the house according to the promise. See here. And after giving message, the traveler decided to move back by, by his horse. Let us discuss the figure of speech of the listeners. Alliteration. It means repetitions of initial consonant sounds. Okay, here look at. And how the silence surged softly. S is repeated thrice in that line. Of the backward of the forest ferny floor. See here, F is repeated thrice. Twice or thrice, if they are repeated, that is alliteration. Initial consonant sound, which are repeated. Louder and lifted his head. L and L, both are repeated. His head, H and H. Okay, look at the second figure of speech, that is metaphor. Metaphor means it is called indirect simile. Okay, indirect simile. Indirectly there is a comparison. Like he is the Sachin in the field. Means he plays like Sachin in the field without like or as. Here see phantom listeners. But only the second one. But only a host of phantom listeners that dwelt in the lone house, and so, world of men. These are all metaphors. Next one is onomatopoeia. What is onomatopoeia? Okay, imitation of sound for effectiveness. It is a poetical device like simile, metaphor, alliteration, etc., in which sound is referred like roar, chirp, hiss, clang, etc., ding dong, etc. In this lesson, you can find out alliterations like cramped and plunging hoops. Okay, these are onomatopoeia. Thank you for watching this video.